Welcome to Copperhead Customs and welcome to a new episode. Today we're going to do something different on the 1940 Chevy. What are we going to do, you say? Well, today we're going to try some patina painting. That's right, because I'm not happy with the way it looks. I think it's too boring. So we're going to do something a little bit out there. So let's see what happens. Reaper. All right, so what the plan is going to be is, as you can see, it's we did this blend. If you go back to one of the early episodes, you'll see we did this blend. So this car was stripped back, bodywork done, everything ready for paint. It then got left out in the rain. Not by me, by the previous owners, okay? And I don't mind. We know, we love rust. We are into ratters and we love it, but it's a bit much. And back here, there was some body work. You can still see remnants of grey and the red through there where there was body work done, and across the bum. Oh, but there was body work done. So what we did is we added all these whites and creams and whatever onto it. And, you know, like the bit of the brown up here and stuff, to try to blend it a little bit. So we lived with that and we thought it looked pretty good, but personally, I honestly think it is a bit boring. I think it's a little bit boring. So I want to make it pop a bit harder. So I've bought that colour there. Now I couldn't be blowed, mix and paint up. Honestly couldn't, so I'm just going to pressure pack it. I couldn't be bothered mixing a good paint. You know, I've got a paint system, but I couldn't be bothered dirtying my guns, all that. So what I'm going to do is, we bought some pressure packs, and we're going to attempt to squirt some of that blue around the place. So basically where we've got the creams and stuff, we're going to try to add some blue to it. And we'll put a bit of a bluish tinge over areas of the rust as well. We'll try to get a bit more blue up and around here. You know, we'll try to turn this into blue. You know, so we'll just try to add some blue is the plan. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do my technique where I spray the water on first. Then we'll start misting around some blue paint. Spray some more water, blue paint, blue water, you know what I do. Then when we finish it all, we'll go over and we'll get some, either some scotchies or, like the scourers, or we'll get some, say 400 grit wet dry, and we'll start sanding some of it back off. So I'm not going to paint it on solid, but in certain areas it will be more solid than others. So we'll actually look, and the plan will be that there'll be more colour on the back than the front, because there's, just as it is, there's a lot more rust happening at the front than there is at the back. So we will be getting some colour onto the front. Don't you worry about that. But yes, the plan is, and we will probably add a bit of that brown there is a very good rusty colour. So we will probably add a little bit of that towards the back as well. All right, so that's what we're going to attempt to pull off. There's probably going to be people right now dropping comments saying I'm an idiot for doing it, but hey, my car, I'll do what I want, really. And if we don't like it, what's the worst case? We freaking sand it off. We're doing ratrod patina work, all right? So there's heaps of videos on patina of how to paint it and whatever, and I do it slightly different, and then this one's different as well because we already have the rust. We have the rust already, so we don't really need to add the rust. We've already got the rust. We need to add some colour is the difference. Is I want to put some colour into it, not some rust into it. So a lot of people would get rid of all this and take it back to bare metal, and then they'll paint browns and reds and, well, come on, I'm not into that. We just want to add some colour, quick, cheap, add some colour into it to lift the car up a little bit. I'm just going to mask up the little windscreen wiper things there and the hinges, and I'll take that little piece on the back off, and that's it. We'll pull the grill off quickly. It's not even bolted in. I'll just pop that out, and we're going to go for it. All right, so I'll put this on time lapse. Let's see what happens, eh? A reaper. we are back, and we are a little bit blue. Anyway, we had our respirator on for once. So, here's what we've done. Now, we haven't finished yet. All I've done is I've done the paint, and I've just blown the water off with the air gun. Now, we just got to let it dry, and we'll come in and then do some sanding in places. Now, I don't know if you've seen my technique, but I've got a water sprayer, and I just spray water randomly, get water so it's in droplets everywhere, mist the paint, put the paint darker in some areas, lighter in others. Like, you know, this, generally your horizontals will be probably more weathered than your verticals, but with this, we wanted to get rid of all of those light patches for a start, so we went heavy on all the light patches, and then I tried to do like a bit of technique through there. Now, we're a little bit glossy still. We've got to dull that down with the sandpaper and do a bit more, probably bring a bit more rust back out in places and whatever. Now, we also, with our water spraying technique, sometimes you'll see me like flooding areas, and that's to get water lines running down. So then I paint on that, and then it leaves, like, gives the like stains, water staining effect. See? Right now, see the texture in this? This is what I'm talking about. This is where I think a lot of people go wrong when they do patina, is they don't do this water technique, okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm the master of patina painting. Patina painting is all up to however you want to do it, all right? But I think a lot of people make it all too smooth. Like, yeah, it looks nice, but they make it all so smooth and blendy that it does look a little fake. Whereas, look at this. Look at the texture we have. You know what I mean? This actually looks a bit roached out, like, which is what we're going for. So, like, we're still too shiny. We'll probably dull a bit of that down, and we'll probably, like, bring back a bit more rust through these areas where we've got a lot of overspray. Okay, but see, like, the little water stains and stuff? This is what I'm talking about, right? So, see, like here, the water, the freaking, you know, and I've got a water stain coming down, right? So this is, I personally believe, is a better way of doing it, right? Now, okay, so come over here. This is real patina. This isn't fake patina. There's nothing freaking smooth about that, is there? There's no smooth transitions at all. It's scratchy, it's rust spots, 14 different layers of paint spots. There's all sorts of crap happening up there. Like, look up into the top up here. Look at the texture. This is what I'm talking. Look at this texture. It's got texture. It's not just rust paint. You know, it's not smooth transitioning. It's, you know, look, pits. This is real patina. Look, real patina. This is real patina. This isn't fake patina. This is real. So this is what we're trying to replicate, isn't it? Now, when you're doing these smooth transitions that people do with, they go, you know, the green, and then they go to the brown, and it's all smooth, and they airbrush, and I don't think it's right, okay? That's my personal opinion. So you need to do it with water. I'm telling you, if you want to do some patina, you need to spray water to get that texture effect into it. That's my personal opinion. See, now look here. Now look what I just showed you up there, right? Look at that. The rust pitting through the colours. Do you see what I'm freaking saying now, guys? Like, personally, that's my personal opinion. Anyway, agree with it, don't agree with it, that's your opinion. But my opinion is that you need to have the texture in it. So, this is what I've come up with anyway. At the moment, we've run out of paint. That was 6 cans. It may get a bit more. Probably a bit blotchy in the back. You know, we'll see how I go. But I need to do a bit more sanding. We probably need a little bit more paint in a few areas, like, for argument's sake, down the bottom, that bottom lip. That sort of needs to be more solid. And I think on this side, I may actually spray a bit more brown in through the doors in that side. But overall, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. It's definitely brightened it up. It's definitely brightened it up. We've got to go through and do the door jambs later on. I did a little bit, but we've got to do a bit more of them. Like, I'll have to pop the bonnet and do a little bit around there. And so that's how I do patina. All right, guys, that's my technique. And this is a different type of, as in, we had rust, okay? We just had to add colour. So this is a different, there's a few different ways of doing, you know, but we already had the rust. We just wanted to add some colour to liven it up. So, but even when I do the rusting, I spray water. I actually think you need to have the water on to give it some texture. So that's my, like I said, my opinion. You have your opinion. You drop down what you think of it. But, yeah, I don't know. We're getting there. So, we've got to let that set. I just painted that rim black because I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have black rims on it. That probably won't be them. I am actually contemplating cutting this guard and widening it. We're going to see. We've got to see. I've got some wide rims. I want to see if they're going to fit stockies, but we'll see. So I am contemplating cutting that through there and putting 2 or 3 inches in. It's a thought. It's not going to happen yet, but I really just wanted to liven this thing up a bit because to me it was a bit boring, and I definitely think we've done that. So anyway, I've got to go to town now. So hopefully by the time I get back it might be dry. I might have to leave it till tomorrow. Then we'll do a little bit of sanding in a few areas and we'll go from there. Anyway, Reaper. Back and we're puffing. Yeah, we just sanded the whole car. Anyway, that's what we've come up with. For now, we can do more later, but that's all I'm doing today until we need to get it out. Really need to do it outside so I can get better light on it. And it's patina, so you can add to it, take from it. So we'll probably sand it a bit more. But I'm pretty chuffed with that. Pretty chuffed with that front, I don't know. The roof, I'm happy with the roof. This door, yeah, I think we need to maybe do a bit more around here. Maybe a bit more around the door frames, stuff like that. We've still got to have to squirt more and sand more in our jams. But, you know, we don't want them perfect either, so it might be alright. I've went and bought 6 more cans of paint to touch up more bits with through. We'll do a bit more blue down the very bottom. Down really low, all our bottom edges we'll put a bit more heavier on because, you know, that wouldn't have copped a lot of weather. Overall, I think it's starting to look like something. We'll open this door up. Flag up. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're looking okay, guys. I don't know. Drop your comments what you guys think. I think that's not bad patina. Now, blue is a little bit bright, but it's how the cookie crumbles. Now, see, I'm pretty chuffed with this bonnet. The bonnet's turned out really nice. Probably not even showing it up real good on camera, but the bonnet looks badass. It's got this greenish, rusty tinge in it. Same with this guard. We've got a couple little patches of, you know, paint where it haven't. I'm pretty chuffed. I think that looks pretty good. I actually think that looks pretty good. So look. So check this out, right? So we'll look at that there. We'll go at that shot there, okay? Yeah? So see the door. And then we'll take you over here. This is the real deal, remember? So we're seeing multiple greens, multiple layers, rust layers, different rust colours. You know, we've got the spots, we've got texture. So I think we're okay. I think I like it. I think I might have found some wheels. I'm working on it. Set of wheels. I think I've got a set of wheels that are going to fit and are going to make it look cool. So I think I think I'm happy with the look. It's been a bit of an issue with me, as I haven't been 100% happy with the look. I thought it looked a bit boring, and I didn't like the wheels and the way it sat. And yeah, I think the wheels I've found, they're kind of bigger in the back, smaller in the front. I think they're the same size rims, just with the tyres, so it should put a little bit of a stance in it. Admittedly, we'll drop a couple inches in the front once the motor's in. And now we're a bit brighter, and I think I'm happy. You have to wait and see, first, if I get the wheels. Secondly, if they're going to work. Without us chopping into the guards and opening them up, I didn't really want to. So I think we're ready to start kicking goals on this. Next job, I think, will be, I think we're pretty well happy. We'll back and forward it a bit, get it in a bit better spot so we can get to that other side a bit nicer. I think the next job will be that we will get it up in the air, and we'll get this front and rear put into it, is what I'm thinking. That's what I think. I think we'll put the front and rear, get that in. We'll get this motor in. I'll dig out my steering column I've got. We'll put that in. And we will be at, so we've got $2,000 for the car. If I get these wheels, they'll be $250. But we'll sell these. So we'll try to recoup some money by selling these. These are Jag rims. The motor and gearbox is $500. And the steering column is $300. So we'll basically be at $3,000. Okay, with our motor sitting in, we'll be pushing. I do have a radiator, I think. If not, we'll have to get a radiator. We'll have our steering column. We've got all the pedals. We've got all that malarkey. We'll have to buy some wiring. I'm really hoping that our brakes and stuff are good. We'll have to do the brake lines. We'll have to buy some silicone to put all the windows back in. So we should have all of that stuff. So I actually honestly believe I can pull this off for $5. I honestly believe we can. We've got to source that bucket. Headlight bucket. Now, I do know our mate Stephen over in America, the Phillips Run Drip Bubble Company that we do the talks with on Monday mornings. He has one of these, so I'm going to ask him really, really nicely if he would sell me that. I don't know if he wants to part his old beast out or if he's going to fix it one day. But if he's, we'll see. If not, they might be able to find me one. Or if anyone knows of one, we need to find one of them. So yeah, I think it's time that we jump on this. I'm actually happy with it. Drop your comments down, what you think of this patina. Look that I've done. It's a little bit out there. It's definitely a bit out there. But that's what happens on big jobs, isn't it? I wanted it brighter. That was my thing. I wanted it brighter. It's probably not really a 40s colour. It's probably more of a 50s colour. But so what? Maybe it got painted. You know what I mean? And it's patinaed. So I just wanted it. It was too dull for me. I'm actually happy with it. So we've got another 6 cans to do the other parts. You know, we're going to have to pull the bonnet and do some more edgings, and we'll have to do some more jams and stuff in here. You know, we'll have to get some more paint through the body jams, and probably really around there. But we'll have to mask that up because I'm not sure about this part. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I'm still thinking about that, what I'm going to do there. The issue when you paint, see, when you start painting, you end up painting more and more and more. So yeah, we'll see what we do there. But that's all we're going to do. So that's my way of doing patina. Well, one way, there's millions of ways, and that's just one way of doing it. And well, I actually think it's pretty cool. I actually think that looks pretty cool now. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's another one on the 40 done out there, and we will do some more on that. Obviously, you're seeing that thing in the background. It's our little Triumph. So don't know which one will come first, so I won't drop the bombshell on what's going on with that. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what we're going to do next. Tomorrow I'm going out, so yeah, we might actually do something on this. I think our first job on this, on the Oakland, will be to tack in our front end. So anyway, thanks for watching. Share with your mates. Let's try to grow this channel, guys. Let's try to grow this channel, right? Anyway, what do we do now? We go rip-a-ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-ba.